Joining us to shed more light on the current state of Nigeria's political and democratic status is a civil society personality, Comrade Okpokwu Ogenyi. Thank you for joining us on PTP Primetime News tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's kickstart by looking at the political sphere in Nigeria with less than 15 months to the 2019 general elections. What comes to mind?
Yes. From the beginning of the Buhari's administration, there are a lot of expectations from Nigerians. And to a larger extent, we had a little setback in the system. And just recently, things began to pick up. And the political scene, we have a lot of setback indeed, like the appointment of board members, which some are still hanging, allowing politicians, instead of engaging in governance, they are rather still play politics. And that is why the Buhari's administration have a lot of criticism. But in recent time, I think Nigerians have come to understand with the government and see a way forward. And in fact, the commitment of the president and the president administration.
Moving away from that, let's look at democracy right now in Nigeria. In your opinion, if I may ask, can we say Nigeria democracy has attained the state of maturity?
Yes, we have attained the state of political maturity. In those days, we used to say nascent democracy. Nobody used the word anymore, nascent democracy. It's because of the maturity. If you check the political system since 1999, 1999, there were virtually no election that was taken or maybe nullified by the court. In 2003, we just witnessed like one. 2007, you have people winning their mandate from the court, reclaiming their mandate through the court process. And till this 2015, you still see people reclaiming their mandate through the court process. It therefore shows that the Nigerian political system has matured to a level that we should all know what to do and what not to do at the time. Like in those days, rigging of election was a very normal practice. Today, even if you are contesting and somebody want to rig in your favor, you will say, no, please don't do it. To a larger extent. And those who even indulge in rigging elections do it in a sophisticated manner because of the maturity of the political system. Yes.
You are a civil society personality, and coming from looking at the present administration now, the APC-led administration, can we say they've been fair enough in delivering dividend of democracy?
Yes. To a larger extent, we have a lot of crises from the beginning of this administration. The civil society movement in Nigeria was one of the forces used to unseat the last administration of President Goodluck Jonathan because of the excesses of some government officials. And to a larger extent, when the President Buhari came into power, we also witnessed a lot of criticism like empty treasury, nothing here and there, looting of the treasury, corruption fight, and above all, and so many other things. And in fact, recently, with the revelation of this Abu Rashid Mena, that 3 trillion naira is taxed somewhere in Nigeria pension offices, and also vowed that he can show the president the 3 trillion naira in 6 months or 9 months. I haven't shown you 1 trillion naira just this year. It therefore shows that to a larger extent, the Nigerian economy is now affecting the people directly. Why should I say that? Because one, this 3 trillion naira that Mena is talking about recovering for the government is money that has been going into private pocket over the years. And this 5.32 billion naira that was taken every month, the 300 million naira that was taken every day from pension fund in Nigeria, these are money that are supposed to be made for the development of this country. But people were just taking it and putting it into their pocket, but now it's in the public domain. Before now, nobody, a civil servant, former civil servant, cannot dare say that. It's also boiled down to the level of maturity of our democracy. And that is the level where we are, that the policy trust of the government. We talk about the 2017 budget, the 2016 budget, 2018 budget is coming. Though to a larger extent, as we speak, the 2016 budget has not been fully implemented. The 2017 budget has not been fully implemented. In fact, it was just at the stage of being implemented.
Not up to 20%.
Not even up to 15%. The implementation is not up to 15% as we speak. But I will assure you that if you go into the budget breakdown and analysis, the programs and projects that are captured in this budget are directly to affect the lives of the common Nigerians.
How
It
certain
is
are you
rural
about that?
based.
How
Rural
certain,
based.
how certain, have you seen a copy of the budget?
Yes, I've seen the copy of the budget. As a civil society person, each time they finish budget, we always rush to have a copy for the National Assembly.
You are
Yes.
saying now that the
Yes.
budget will have direct impact on the life
The lives of the
masses.
people. Like, for example, we talk about the social
All right, okay,
investment program.
let's quickly move away from that. Let's look
Okay.
at let me get your opinion on what you think about the recent cross carpeting. Like recently, we saw the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who left the APC. What's your take on that?
Yes, Atiku's exit from the APC at this time, this critical time that Nigeria is talking about restructuring, rebuilding, strengthening democracy institution, is not a welcome development. It just shows very clear that Atiku has a personal ambition,
But don't you
and
think
which he has seen to that supersede the interests of the entire Nigeria.
Don't you think it's better for our democracy?
No, it has nothing to do with our democracy. We're talking about selfishness, personal interest.
But what makes you think?
Let me tell you
selfish?
this. Let me tell you this. Why I say selfishness, political interest. Before he defected, he came out and told Nigerians that his name and money were used to install this government, and after which he has been abandoned. He has not been patronized.
Allegedly.
Then suddenly he left the party and went to another party that he has left before. Cross carpeting is a normal political system. Even in the advanced world, people cross carpet just to change your opinion and your ideology. So I'm no longer comfortable with this one. But the Atiku's particular position, before he defected to the PDP, we had a lot of issues like Atiku gave conditions to Adamawa PDP that before he comes, they must assure him that he is going to take the presidential ticket.
I like what you just sorry to cut you short. I like what you just said. You said you heard.
Yes.
That means you're not certain about that.
No, it was on the public domain. It was even on the print media.
Let's quickly move on.
Yes.
In your opinion, do you think we have a vibrant opposition at the moment?
There is no vibrant opposition. It's one of the crises we have in this current democracy. There is no vibrant opposition. And the issue has been that those who are supposed to play the vibrant opposition against the Buhari administration to put the government on toes have all corruption charges against them. So they were not able to put themselves together while in government. So at this time, nobody, like there is somebody that normally speak, Femi Fani-Kayode, who always come out to criticize the government. Nigeria is not taking serious. Because when he was Minister of Aviation, when he was presidential spokesman, he did not know about the whereabouts of the common people.
Okay,
today, that is no longer a government. He has come to criticize the government. So all of them have won corruption charges against them. And so Nigerians have stopped believing them. So they cannot even play a vibrant opposition. If you want a vibrant opposition against the Buhari administration, what we should do is to raise another political party with new faces, not with the name of corrupt persons.
But we have numerous political parties.
But they are still not vibrant because they were formed by these particular corrupt persons.
What makes you think,
for example, we have some parties that were formed because like the Young Democratic Party is there. There is a ABDA. So ABDA was formed because there was a crisis in PDP, and they formed ABDA to move from PDP to ABDA. Now the crisis has been resolved. They move back, all of them move back to PDP. ABDA is deserted. So what I'm talking about is having a political party with good faces of anti-corruption, not faces of corrupt persons who have looted the treasury to empty and decided to migrate to another party just to play opposition. Nigerians will not listen to you. For example, I am not a card-carrying member of any political party as I speak to you right now. I am an activist, but when it is time for politics, I have my political view. But that notwithstanding, I will assure you that Nigerians are not even ready to vote PDP to power as we speak. If you see what happened in Anambra State, it's a clear example. I'm not speaking for any party. Listen,
you are
speaking for a party. I'm not speaking for any party. I want to talk about what happened. No, I'm not going to speak for ABGA. So now to tell you that I am not speaking for the APC. Now I want to speak for ABGA. Look at what happened in Anambra. 17 local government over 17.
I'll prefer if you don't speak for anybody.
Okay, I'm not speaking for them, but I'm just going to talk about. Okay, good.
But let's quickly move on. Let's quickly move on.
17 local government over 17.
We have the PDP convention coming up.
Yes.
In your opinion, I want to find out what impact does it have to national democracy?
Yes.
Because you just made the statement that we don't have a strong opposition.
Yeah. Yes, the
PDP now is the only vibrant opposition we have at the moment. And in other words, if we don't have a strong opposition, what other opposition do you think might stand the chance of?
Good, like the PDP National Convention is a subject of discussion. Now, it will either make or mar the existence of the party called PDP completely. When Obasanjo left PDP and decided to tore his membership card, that was the beginning of PDP problem. Because these were the founding fathers of the PDP that were able to bring the party to the limelight, brought it to government, install another government, and they install another government. Are you getting it? Consecutively. So when such founding fathers are leaving the party, you should know that there is a crisis ahead. And now the convention is coming. They had the Tozu, the Sheriff, and Makarufi, and after the reconciliation or what have you, they now came back with this ideology of national convention to reunite the party. But you agree with me that this convention that is coming has already been divided. You may see like 3-4 parallel conventions on that day. The national chairman already has a presidential ambition. Atiku has joined them to have a presidential ambition. Fayose, the governor, has a presidential ambition. In fact, the PDP national leadership said, we are not part of that Fayose's ambition. Fayose said, I am a Nigerian. I am a member of the party. I have the liberty to contest. This is already a crisis in the party. Look at the national chairmanship aspirant. The fact the good candidates are not even among those to be selected as the national chairman. So how can that work? Now we have, I don't want to mention names, but I would say like Nyesom Wike, the governor of Rivers State, has a candidate. It's parading like Bode George. He's also a candidate in the election. Look at Benga Daniel is a candidate.
I'll prefer we situate our discussion on the impact on democracy. I prefer if we don't call out names.
Yes, no, I'm just the names I'm calling. I'm not abusing them.
Let's quickly move on. Let's quickly move on. You are a civil society organization person. Yes. Now, what kind of precedents do you want to see Nigeria have come 2019?
To be very candid, let me make it very clear. The kind of president I want to see Nigeria in 2019 is the recent posture and nature of President Muhammadu Buhari that I want to see in 2019. The president that will be able to take a decision. Like when he returned back from medical leave, the president was able to say there should be no agitation for succession in Nigeria. He said the only body that is saddled with the responsibility of restructuring or referendum or what have you is the National Assembly and the State Security Council. So now, say every agitation should be channeled to these bodies. Now, there were ultimatums by the Northern Youth, ultimatum by the North Central Youth, Arewa Youth, what do we call this, Niger Delta Youth, and the rest. The president was able to put all that to rest just within 5 minutes speech.
So that's the kind of president
that's the kind of president I want to see.
Now,
in 2019.
What are the chances of the youth come 2019? Because you want to see a replica of President Muhammadu Buhari. So what are the chances of the youth come 2019?
The chances are very glaring. The youth have sold their future. We have mortgaged our future to the elders.
No chances
yes.
for the youth.
If you see a young man that is in the Federal House of Rep member, he was being sponsored by one elderly person. If you see a young man that is a governor, he was being sponsored by one elderly person, and the person's allegiance goes directly to that same elder instead of the people.
So are you trying to say even with the advent of the Not Young to Run bill, the youth still have no chance of coming out come 2019?
The truth of the matter is this. When we say the youth should come into leadership, they will abuse it. I'm talking about
what makes you think so?
Yes, the youth have been abusing it. I don't want to mention names. We have made some youthful governors that abuse their chances. We made some House of Rep members in their tender ages that have also abused their chances. People that will become a House of Rep member, they will never visit their constituency until the end of the 4-year term. They will only come to seek re-election, and that is why you keep having one-term House of Rep member, senator, and the rest. It is caused by the exorbitant behavior or character of the youth. Now, I am not saying that the youth cannot be in leadership position. Yes, youth with a purpose can be in leadership position. We have few of them.
Now, how do
Let me give you an example.
How do you identify youth with a purpose?
Yes, we have seen that in the likes of Dimeji Bakole. Though he couldn't win his return ticket, you understand, because he was against the elders. We've seen that in the likes of Tambuwa when he was the Speaker of the House. We saw that even in Galim Naaba in the House. You get it. We have youth with purpose. So we need youth with a purpose, not youth with confused mindset of going to play allegiance to a particular elder because you want to be in a leadership position. Yes, we respect elders. Even in the civil society movement, I have my senior civil society president, the likes of Dr. Marado, Chief Wile Zugu, Dr. Denta. I still respect them.
Yeah.
But that notwithstanding, I have my own view. There are some things I will say, this is how we go about it. I will say, no, sir. This is my own view about it. I'm telling you the truth. And that is how youth are supposed to participate in politics. For example, you from this studio, you have a good reputation. If you don't have a good reputation, you can't be here. Somebody will see you on the television and come to wait at the gate of this station to say you are owing him or you have raped him or do something like that. These are the kind of youth we want. Like when you are ready to come into politics with your little antecedent that we have seen from the media and from the internet, we'll be able to say, go on and take this leadership position.
You prophesying on my behalf now. Now, finally,
okay,
finally let's get your recommendations on the way to sustain national democracy.
Yes. The way to sustain national democracy, in my own view, is active political participation.
Active political
participation.
Okay.
Yes. Then, the zeal and willingness of the government to allow a free hand in political activities.
Okay.
Just like what happened in Anambra State. When it was glaring that the APC government was rigging the election in Anambra State, the result came out to be that ABGA won 70 local government over 70 local government. It therefore shows that the present administration of Muhammadu Buhari is very transparent in terms of electoral process. And that is the kind of government we should encourage. Let everybody come out. Like what is happening. I encourage not even only the youth with a purpose to run, but every other Nigerian that has one or two things to contribute. Our democracy has moved to monetization, to non-acceptability. You agree with me that those who came into political offices to acquire wealth right now do not have it. And that is the grievances they have with the present administration of Buhari. And that is the crisis the National Assembly still have with the executive. And that is how they keep doing it even to the state level. Some persons were expecting to make up to 2 billion naira within the first 1 year in office. They could not make up to 100 million naira. They became disappointed. In an election,
that's your opinion.
Yes, in an election that you have to spend 2 billion naira to win, and you may not be able to make 1 billion naira at the end of the 4 years. You will be discouraged to bring out the money even if you have. So it will not allow or encourage active participation. For those who do not have money, they have the goodwill of the people, have the zeal to serve the people, will now freely come out to contest and participate in the system.
Finally, let me find out something from you now.
Yes.
Let's evaluate the present administration. What are the chances? Do you think youths are being given the opportunity to participate actively in politics and governance?
Yes. The Buhari's administration from the beginning, I was one of the critics of the youth participation in this government. And to a larger extent, when we agitated, that time there was no senior special assistant to the president on youth and student matters. There were no so many other persons like Loretta Onuche, who became the SA, new media and so many other things. So the likes of Ibrahim Bapate, who later became the essay on policy and research documentation of the president. So, but this particular time, as we are, if you check it from the first 2 years of the Buhari's administration, we have a lot of youth that are gainfully and impactfully involved in the government. So the youth are not lacking in the Buhari's administration.
Are you sure?
Yes, we are not lacking behind. We are not lacking. I'm telling you the truth. We are not lacking behind. There are still other positions that may still be given to the youth. Like if they complete the appointment of board, I know so many youth will also be featured in that area. Even the ones that have been concluded.
But
we have young people.
You also agree with me that
yes.
The governance of this present administration, the impact is not being felt by the common man on the streets.
No.
Because there's hunger everywhere.
No, let me tell you this. We started it in that form. When you say there is hunger everywhere.
You said now, we started it
yes.
in that form. Are you part of the administration?
No, I say no, me and you started in this studio in that form.
Okay.
Of the impact of the Buhari's administration. We're talking about the policy thrust of the government. We're talking about the budgetary. Talking about the impact of the budgetary.
Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
Its implementation,
exactly.
Which we have scored very low. So that notwithstanding, Nigerians are suffering on the street. Nigerians are hungry on the street. You will agree with me that an average poor Nigerian is a farmer. And as a farmer, you don't need more than 5,000 naira to survive in a month because you produce virtually everything from your farm. The only thing you need is small money to buy Maggi and fish to cook your meal.
But how can you produce when you have Fulani herdsmen everywhere?
The Fulani herdsmen crisis, like this is where I should even give kudos to my own state governor that for passing the bill into law and implementing it, the anti-open grazing law in Benue. That is what Nigerians should copy from. Like the Fulani crisis, to a larger extent, has affected agricultural production.
All right.
But that notwithstanding, there were still so many states and so many communities that Fulani horsemen has never engaged in crisis. Such persons or people, what are they doing? Why are they not engaged in farming before this time? Are you with me? So people left their farms because of the monetary value in politics. Politician will come home and give money. So instead of you to go to your farm, you wait for the politician to come and share money. Now that they are no longer sharing money, they have returned back to the farm. So if you say there is hunger in the street of Nigeria today, it will be as a result of laziness. Go back to your farm. If you work, you will pay. The Bible says the laborer deserves his wages. So, and I believe to a larger extent, the federal government is paying salaries. We have some salary challenges in some states, which we have been addressing through the social media and the other channels, talking to Nigerians and the people. Like I've engaged personally 2 governors on the issue of salary and I confronted them. Why are you not paying your people? And I was like the Benue State governor was bold to give me the Benue voucher. What is coming in from the federal allocation, what is coming in from the state, and what is the salary wage bill of the state government, which practically became impossible for the state to pay salary as of when due. And that is why they engage in this, they call it unified table payment structure. After you are screened, you will receive your salary.
All right, Okpokwu, Ogenyi, many thanks for having you on PDP Prime Time News tonight.